Oh boy. Hi. Some of what I'm going to say has been said already, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it again in a different way. My mother had an incredible life. She was fiercely independent and tenacious. She grabbed empowerment in some of the most difficult circumstances and lived her life on her own terms. There was absolutely nothing more important to her. Red was a very curious child and a voracious reader, a habit she never lost. From a very early age, she envisioned a life for herself that was much more expansive than her insulated immigrant community suggested. She said she knew such a life was out there because she read it in her books. Red suffered more loss than most, but through her tenacity and focus, my mother transformed the depths of her despair into a career she truly loved. Her loss helped her define what she needed to do to create the remarkable, impactful life she had. Not everyone has that drive. Red always did. She was an astute observer, a kind of magician. She could move things and ideas around, taking something that looked one way and making it into something else completely. She not only absorbed ideas and information, but she knew what to do with them to make them even better. She was not afraid to stir things up, and she was not afraid to speak truth to power. Red was the youngest of three. Early in World War II, her older brother, whom she adored, went off to fight the Germans. Before the end of 1943, his plane was shot down over Berlin. Red was 17. That was her first major loss. She had wanted to go to college, but her mother was adamant. Girls don't go to college. Devastated, she found herself a job at the National Film Board of Canada, and it was there that she met my father. And at being the mid-40s, she got married and had 2 kids. She managed to get herself out of Ottawa to the very cosmopolitan town of Toronto. By the time she was 28, my father passed away suddenly. She had 2 kids, a mortgage, a substantial amount of fear mixed with her phenomenal drive to be as independent as possible. Having to support the kids, she got a job working in television. It was there that she met my stepdad, Lloyd. Very soon after they were married, he was offered a promotion to begin a new division to sell American television abroad. That job moved our blended family to New York. It was during the following decade that Red traveled the world, observing many cultures, and experienced a bird's-eye view of the creation of international television distribution. Traveling with Lloyd was glamorous, and she was exposed to a whole new world of corporate power building. But I think she also saw how technology might someday connect the world. When Lloyd died, Red was 45. She found herself alone again, but this time she was in the center of Manhattan. And as devastated as she was, she pulled herself up, created the opportunity she had been waiting for so long, a career. When we were going through Red's things, we found a letter she had written to us kids. In it, she writes, "It's been a good run, lots of tragedy, deaths, illnesses, but on the whole, I gave it a good try. To say that I miss Alex and Lloyd is an understatement, but to say that I have not enjoyed being single and independent wouldn't be true." Exactly. The rest of her career has been fairly well documented, how she started with some grants from the Revson Foundation to create the Alternate Media Center, at which point she began her her mutually supportive relationship with NYU through David Oppenheim. This was one of many miracles. And that was Red. She created miracles. She had the chutzpah to convince the dean of the School of the Arts to allow her to develop this program, all without having a college degree herself. What she had might have been more important. Red had great conviction and vision, and she rarely got it wrong. My mother was also born with an amazing blend of style and class. She knew good design, and it showed up as a gift in her life. How many design awards did she win? How many magazine articles were written about her? How many people does she continue to inspire on a daily basis? What a legacy. What a powerful footprint she left. And it was all for ITP. My mother loved her children, but you were her family of choice. And now it is up to you to morph her vision into what it will become. So all you past, current, and future students hold that unbridled curiosity, creativity, and collaboration. Help keep ITP strong. That would please Red. And I know we all want to please Red. I look around this room at all these amazing red lights, and I see how many lives she impacted. It is remarkable. Thank you. I want to... and I want to say something special about two people here. Mary Campbell, for not only how beautifully she has spoken about my mother all the time, but also because Mary was one of my mom's favorite collaborators. She admired and respected Mary, you, very much. And Dano, her hand-picked other son to carry on her vision and to keep it in the style that she had created it. She picked you, Dan. Good luck. But I also want to thank the entire ITP staff, Nancy, Megan, Midori, Rob, Gordy, everybody. I'm sure there are so many names that I don't know, and I'm not saying who had something to do with putting this amazing thing together today. Thanks. Now, I had the pleasure of spending the last 2 years of my mother's life close to her, being there by her side, whether she wanted me there or not. Being intimate was hard for my mom, but we both managed to heal so much, and we shared something deep and powerful. I am truly proud of her. And as I look around this room, I see that she leaves a legacy that will outlive her, and for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you so much for all your love.